Are you using again?
Am I using again? No.
Are you high right now?
What the no. Fuck you.
Fuck you? Don't talk to me that way. Are you high right now?
No.
You're not using right now? Are you using?
No, Dad, I'm not fucking high right now.
Okay.
Alright, what's good, guys? I just wanted to make this video touch on a couple things, you know what I'm saying? Because I came across this clip and then I looked at the comments, and it kind of hit home somewhere in the essence, because I've been in this person's shoes where I feel like somebody's so quick to ask, like, hey, you're high again, aren't you? Da, 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 and then kind of like look down on you in some shape or form, and also being able to understand that, yeah, they're coming from a good place. They want to see good for you, etc. And the thing that hurts the most at times is when it's that person, you know, that makes you feel all these emotions that sometimes you try to run away from, that made you get high or whatnot in the first place. So and it's really a shitty feeling. So the purpose of this video is really to share with you how I'll admit I'm addicted to getting high and whatnot, to whatever means, not whatever means, to the means that I do. And that was the first thing. The first thing is honestly acknowledging that you're addicted. And as I was saying, the purpose of the video is to tell you how I was able to find ways to work with that addiction, because one of the things that this person went through and what they said, which I'm not saying I disagree, but also at the same time I know the pain of it from the other end. You know, when people look at you and they're like, damn, this person's not really who he was no more, he's just a shell of himself, he's losing it all, da, 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 da. And then people, you know, seeing nothing but bad for you, you know, it's a shitty feeling. And it's like they say, you know, one of the ways to get revenge and whatnot is to win. You know, one of the sweetest revenges is to win. And that's what I'm gonna try to tell you guys and show you guys how I've been able to put myself in a winning path despite having this addiction. You know what I'm saying? So that people don't look at you as a ghost. Oh, I will agree that I think the better outcome is to get clean all throughout. But for me, it's just I'd rather learn to live with it, rather than fight the battle of completely eliminating it from my life instead, because it brings out, there's some pros and cons. Like for me, when I'm not high, I can be quite a bit of a jerk, and my empathy level, to put it blunt, goes down like by a lot. Like it's still there. I am empathetic towards other people and stuff of that sort, but not as much, you know. So at times when I get high, it allows me to see eye to eye with so many people, and it allows me to see in terms of certain things that I've taken too seriously that I should, you know, be more kind-hearted about. Because I think sometimes in this world we take the world a little bit too seriously, and it makes us harsher on other individuals or other people that we love, that we care about, in means that I believe we shouldn't be. So that allows me to see that at times when I go off the rails, and to be nicer to others and lead. Because even though I can be hurting, but when I'm high, it's like it allows me to see that pain in other people, you know. Like you help others fight their monsters by getting familiar with the monsters inside of you first. And again, when I get high, me personally, it opens up my heart and it makes my empathy go through the roof. That's, again, could be an excuse that I'm selling to myself to help me carry on this addiction or whatnot, but that's not the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is to teach you how to make it work with it, how to still kick ass, how to still accomplish things, and so people don't make you feel like you're lost, or so you could feel like, you know, you're moving like a god compared to other people that are sober, even though you're not sober, so they don't get the wrong idea. So what I was gonna say is, first things first is honesty. You gotta be honest, and I think that applies to so many things. One of the first ways to solve a problem or to find a solution is honesty. You got to be able to take the problem as it is, not as you want to see it or what you hope it is, but as it actually is. So you got to ask yourself, like, are you actually addicted? And mind you, just to show you, I am making this video under the influence. Like, there ain't no lack of drive in me. There are times in the beginning where I didn't have control, where I would get so high that I'd see blurry and the day would fast forward. The next thing I know was the next day, but my memory wasn't so blurry. I remembered quite a lot and stuff of that sort. And I always woke up the next morning feeling more motivated than ever, being like, okay, I see all of this that happened. Now I want to do better, do this, do that, and whatnot. So yes. So the first thing is to acknowledge where you are, how bad is it, and stuff of that sort. Because once you know how deep you've fallen in, then you can start to work on how we're gonna make this work, type shit. How we're gonna make it work. So once you know how addicted you are, then the next step is to finding out what you can do when you're under the influence and what you can't do. Like, don't try to force things. You will learn in life, the more you try to force certain things, the lesser it works in your favor, is what's not meant to be, and stuff of that sort. So learn what you can do, what you can do better while under the influence, and what you can do better when you're sober, so that you can have this. And one of the ways I've been able to make it work is by having sober moments. I don't just get high 24/7, even though nowadays, like, I'm more high than sober at times, but yeah, you have to know what you can do and what you can do, so that when you are high, you can still be productive. So that when you are high or when you are under the influence, you're doing the things that you do even better, or the things that the tasks that you can still perform, like, regularly at, type shit. If it's a task that you perform worse on while you're under the influence, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Save it for when you're sober. Like, for me, when it comes to music, like, when I'm high, like, I experience music in a complete different manner. Just like a lot of you will probably have the same experience, that music sounds better. And for me, I understand the lyrics that I've heard a million times before, but when I'm high, I hear the lyrics. It's like, for the first time, I'm taking the song for what it is, you know what I'm saying? So it helps me better my writing craft and stuff of that sort. But when it comes to performing and recording vocals, I am absolutely trash. Whatever the fuck I'm going to record is gonna sound like gas to me, you know what I'm saying, when I am doing it. So that's why I tell myself, hey, when I'm under the influence, I will not publish songs, because whatever I might feel like, oh shit, this thing sounds so good, and then when I'm sober, I realize all the fuck ups, little mistakes here and there that I could have corrected. You know what I'm saying? So I leave that part of my creation, music creation, to when I am sober. So the same thing for you, depending on what you do in life, what your passion is, or what you're working on. Ask yourself, are there aspects of it where I can better perform while under the influence? Then you do those when you are under the influence, and you don't. You do the ones that you can perform better when you're sober. And if it's a scenario where you can't do shit while you're under the influence, then I think you should just try to quit at that point. Because honestly, like, again, if you can't do shit at all because you're either way too fucked up, or no matter how fucked up you are, you cannot do shit. If that is your scenario, there's really one way out for you, is to get completely clean. If there is no middle ground to compromise. So I guess this is more for the people that can have a middle ground, and I think anybody could have a middle ground, to be honest with you. It's more of a mindset type of thing, and how bad you want it. So that's that. So that's step 2. So we'll go back to step 1. Be honest, acknowledge the problem for what it is. Step 2, discover and learn what you can do while you're under the influence, and what you can do while you're under the influence. And step number 3, really, as easy as it is, for me, this worked, is having a list. Because when you're under the influence, it is so easy to lose track of time, what you're doing, or the world in general. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you get in a car and you're in the back seat. You're not the driver anymore, type of shit. That's the I guess the pro of it. So but you gotta learn to be able to do your thing in the back seat, my bro. You gotta be able to do your thing. So what I do is literally I create a list, because I believe if you can master your day, you can master your life. Like, think about it. How the fuck do you have a great year? You have a great year by having a great month, not great months, right? Not just 1 month, great months, you know? And then you have great months by having really good weeks, you know? When 3 or 2 out of the 4 weeks are amazing, you know what I'm saying? That creates a great month, you know? And how do you have good weeks? By having good days. So break it down to the starting point, man. Master the fundamentals, master the basics. So if you can master your day, you can master your weeks, you can master your months, you can master your years, you can master your life. Simple as that. So then ask yourself, what can I do on a day-to-day basis that's going to get me to where I want to be, that's going to get me to my goals and my dreams? What can I get better on every single day, little by little, that is going to get you there? Like, for me, to give you an example so you can have help when you create your list: health, wealth, love, happiness. Those are the categories. Health, I make it a priority to work out every day. I used to be a nigga that used to work out three times a week. Work out 3 times a week type shit. And I honestly found it to be a lot easier to be consistent when I just worked out every single day, you know, make it a habit. So working out every single day, my lyricism, getting better at that, you know what I'm saying? In terms of music, and after that, it's mainly like music stuff and also other things to help me with my family and shit, because you know you gotta balance your dreams, aspirations, and also with family. So I also put certain shit on my list that is gonna help remind me that I gotta show my family love, you know what I'm saying, on a day-to-day basis. You don't just postpone that shit and connect with you. And then also video games, man. I'm a type of person where I love playing video games. If today was gonna be my last day alive, I would have loved to play at least a little bit of video games. So I try to incorporate that in every single day, you know what I'm saying? Start living. You know, start living. Stop living for tomorrow and start living for the day. Construct a day where if your day was like that every single day, you would be happy, and you live like that. Then when your day comes, you're gonna have way less regrets than people that are living for tomorrow. And that's it, boys. That's literally it. The formula for me. That's helped me be able to do the things that I'm doing and be able to do the things that I am going to do. And you can watch me, bro. You can watch me. Like, you can be bigger than your addictions. Like, so I will say that I couldn't beat my addiction. I could if I really put my mind to it, but I chose the other path, and I'm honest with myself about that. You know what I'm saying? And I also acknowledge that it is very possible, or the reality, that the version of me that doesn't get high or anything like that probably accomplishes more. But is he as sympathetic or have like the types of people around him that I truly genuinely cherish now? No. So there's a pro and con, you know what I'm saying? There's a pro and con. I would have been a lot further in my life if it wasn't for that. But also I would have kept a lot of people in my life that weren't good for me, you know what I'm saying, that my eyes were able to open up to see weren't good to me, and people that I've let come back into my life, etc., and stuff of that sort. So yeah, that's it, boys. If you want me to make a video on anything else, please let me know. And again, I'm gonna touch down again. First, be honest, know where you are. Once you can acknowledge truthfully where you're starting from, where you are, then the next step to do is to know what you can do and can't do, when you're under the influence. So then you can optimize that and do the things that you are better at under the influence. So you're always moving forward, instead of feeling frustrated that you can't do certain things because you're choosing to do the wrong things while you're under the influence. And then third, have a list, map out your day so that when you are under the influence and you take the back seat, you're mellow, you're feeling good, you're feeling great, you don't lose track of everything. The world doesn't just spin out of your control. You're still in control. So do those things and you'll be straight. Much love, and see you guys on the other side.